donors.
Gee, what I think you could do with $1 million of all the things in the world, and saving vinyl is not one of them. But
not all vinyl, just blues records.
Oh,
I think
blues
it
record, yeah.
would have been good for Gary to kind of work there for a day. He wasn't interested in kind of working as an intern. He'd rather be on the board. But I think for Gary to give back to vinyl would be, I think, a very satisfying thing for you, Gary. I think you really need to do that.
Loves it.
Yeah, I think what you think and what I think are two different things.
Well, you should think more like me.
All right, boys. Well, I'm glad you got over to the Vinyl Museum, Gary. I know it's a big deal for you, and I'm happy you had that experience.
They were very nice.
Send you the uncut video, the uncut audio.
Yeah, I mean, as a Howard 100 special, absolutely fabulous. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Let's go to Pat, who's been waiting patiently on the phone from New Jersey. What can I say, Pat?
Hey, now, how we doing, Howard?
Hey, now.
Did you see what your boy Gene Simmons is hawking these days? The ultimate Gene Simmons experience?
No, what is it?
So you will be, this is straight from his website, you will be Gene Simmons' personal assistant and band roadie for the day. So you meet with Gene early in the day, you be on his band team crew, you get a hat, t-shirt, and a laminate, you have a meal with him, you arrive and load into the venue with the band, help them set up, hang out backstage, and sit in on sound check. He brings you on stage during the show, you get a set list signed by him, and you get photos, and guess how much it costs?
How much does it cost?
$12,500.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I was low. I was going to say $10,000.
Wow. Well,
and
you know,
one per show, and he's doing like 25 shows.
I got to tell you, though, that's a really cool concept, paying Gene to work for free.
Yeah.
I like that. It's giving me some ideas. I think Gary should pay me to work here. I'm going to rethink the whole thing. Well, you want to know something? I mean, I don't know about $12,000. That's a lot of money, but I got to admit, I would be fast. You see, I got
is
to
Gene
go.
Is Gene going to talk to you at lunch, or is he going to treat you like the other roadies?
I bet you Gene would talk to you, though. I mean, I really do feel Gene would talk to the people.
Yeah.
But you know, here's the thing. All jokes aside, I went to I guess you call it a sound check when with Maroon 5 when Adam let me tag along. I got to admit, it was way cool. I was just hanging back there and like talking to all the guys who do all the technical stuff with the guitars, and watching that whole process is cool. But I mean, I don't know about $12,000.
But you didn't unload anything. You didn't carry anything.
No. I mean, the unloading and hauling, like, I think they should take that out of the equation. I think it should just be you get to hang backstage with Gene, watch him in sound check. Maybe even he lets you, like, play his guitar a little bit.
Well, this is the other thing, too. I forgot this part. This adds a little more value. You do get a Gene Simmons Kiss rehearsal used bass signed by Gene.
Oh. Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That adds a little to it.
Yeah. I don't know. That might be quite the experience. I think we're trying to hook Sal up to do that for Gene.
Oh, boy.
Sal is like this. I know, and that'll be a disaster.
You're not going to be able to get rid of him.
No. Sal's like a stalker of Gene Simmons. Yeah. We're trying to set you up with that, Sal.
I'm really excited about it. I would be a professional. I would certainly cover it. And if I wasn't working for the show covering it, I think I would be one of the guys who would pay $12,000 to hang with Gene.
You don't have $12,000. Get the fuck out of here.
I know. Exactly. I'd have to refinance my house.
How many dimes have you found on the street that you could pay for that?
I'll tell you what. I'll pay Gene Simmons $50,000 to take Sal off my hands and then permanently
forever.
Yeah.
That's so sweet of you.
Howard, we're working on something special for Sal. It's more. That's the second half of your day. The day hopefully starts with you having coffee with Gene Simmons at his house in the morning, and then he's going to take you to one of his places where all his memorabilia is and show it to you, and then you get to roadie.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that memorabilia room. It's amazing, absolutely amazing.
How much?
Everything go ahead.
How many weird fucking statements is Sal going to make to Gene Simmons? Like, Gene Simmons is a guy who can kind of roll with the punches. He has a sense of humor. Imagine that conversation when Sal really starts to loosen up. At first, like for the first 10 minutes, he'll be on good behavior, and then Gene will be sitting there. No, but you don't even know how to be good. You don't.
First
you say
thing
such
at
dumb
the house.
shit.
Wait a minute. You're not taking Sal to Gene Simmons' house.
We are.
Why
not?
They
Oh
are.
my God.
Yeah, they are. I wouldn't have. You know what? I wouldn't have Sal at my house ever.
No.
You haven't. It's true.
No, I never would. And he works for me.
Right.
I would be
Not
so.
unless he's blindfolded.
Yeah. I would be so weirded out to see Sal in my house.
Oh, you would.
Howard, we were doing the pitch, and to the people, and we did say we have a guy who works on our staff who's a super fan, but I didn't get into the particulars. I didn't say he tried to steal Ace Frehley's phone number. And,
I didn't try to steal his. No,
you did.
Of course you did.
Stop it.
It's exactly what you did. What do you mean you didn't try to steal Ace Frehley's phone number? You did.
His consent form was laying on the desk back at
That's not even true, Sal.
And
that's not even true.
I browsed over at it.
No.
Browsed over. Yeah, Gary.
That's not even true. He went in the book and found it. It wasn't just laying.
There was no book. There was no book.
Of course, we keep them all. We keep all of the releases in a book.
Whatever, he goes. Whatever.
Well, I'm very well versed when it comes to Kiss and Gene Simmons, and I will conduct myself as a professional.
So
that I will.
It's going to be great because Sal already pitched us doing a duet with Gene as part of his coverage, and so that's the kind of dumb shit he's going to end up saying to Gene. It's just going to go. It's going to. Gene's going to fucking hate Sal so much. It's going to be so funny. He's going to be so irritated by you.
Sal, I didn't even tell him. I didn't even tell him that you were the guy that got thrown out of the concert by him years ago.
Oh, stop it. We talked about that on air, and then Gene was kind enough to take a picture with me afterwards. So it's not a big deal.
Gene's got a concert. There's 20,000. There's 20,000 people in there. He singled Sal out and said he's got to go.
How did he even find Sal in the crowd? You think about that. That's how fucked up. That's how you are so fucked up. Like Gene Simmons on stage, he's not focused on you, and yet he threw you out.
Yeah,
he had me thrown out. Yeah,
but the other thing is Sal keeps saying, "What?"
I
stuck my thumbs in my ears and I wiggled my fingers at Gene and stuck my tongue out, and he got so pissed off he had me thrown out.
I don't know. That sounds a little.
He's the god of thunder. I was trying to make him laugh. I'm like, can I crack Gene? Can I get him out of this demon persona? So
you cracked him.
I went like that. And then he's like, he's got to go. And then I took out my ticket. I waved it at him. I go, no, I stay. But he won. And that was, we were having fun, mixing it up.
We
rock and roll.
No, he keeps saying, I'm going to be professional. Like he knows what that means. Or that it means
I'm an old man now. I've learned.
Sal has already told us he wants to go to Gene's house and cook for Gene. Yeah. It's going to be a fiasco. Wants to.
I want a makeup tutorial. Me and Gene could put on the makeup together side by side.
And he wants to see Gene's hair routine, right? You want to learn about that?
Get ready with me with Gene. We'll both be in the bathroom with the Aquanet doing his hair.
How long before Gene is, knocking him to the floor and is on top of him, choking him?
He's going to stop me with those giant dragon boots.
It's going to be, I'm telling you, it's going to be a disaster. I can't wait to hear the tape. It's going to be awesome. Anyway, yeah. All right. Good luck with that, Sal. We look forward to hearing your report.
Thank you.
All right, Pat. Thank you for the phone call. Yep. We did get a lot of fans writing us. The fans love when Andy Cohen is on. A lot of people excited by Andy dropping by the studio to speak his mind. Howard, when Andy is on Howard's show, it's like my two worlds colliding, and I am in heaven listening to the two of them go back and forth. Pure gold. Great time with Andy Cohen. Beth must join the cast of Real Housewives of New York City.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You don't have to film, but to see you in a few scenes would be better than sex. It would do wonders for Beth's furry friends in North Shore Animal League. Think about it, Beth, please. Well, that's not on the table. The stuff with Andy Cohen and you and Beth talking about a reality TV show is really funny. And I know you would be fucking miserable, but Howard, if you and Beth had a reality TV show, everybody would watch it. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Yeah, I would not. I need one place where I can just sit and not be bothered by cameras.
Right now, you mentioned the Denise Richards show.
It's great. Yeah,
and
I watched
so
that.
I tuned in to watch a little bit of that. And then I saw promos for the Alec Baldwin show.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, dear, I've got to watch that too, just to get a flavor of what's going on there.
I haven't seen that, but I watched Denise Richards, and I'd have a nervous breakdown being married to her. It would not be easy. But she is hot, and God, Denise Richards, what was that movie that I loved so much, Robin, with Denise
Wild
Richards?
Things, wasn't it?
No. The one where she goes into outer space. She's part of a space force.
Oh, that's Starship Troopers?
Yeah. Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
Good recall. Man, I think she does a nude shower scene.
Yeah, she's in a shower. Yeah.
Wow. My young hormones at that point were going wild. Anyway, it seems like most of you are in support of Beth joining Real Housewives of New York. One of you left a voicemail saying I should join all the Real Housewives franchises, all of them.
All of them.
Howard, yeah, this is Sam from Houston, Texas. Your agent. Sorry about Dom's passing and all. But we got to work on you being the king of all media. Well, if you want to regain that title and keep that title, think of this. You buy a house in Beverly Hills, you buy a house in Houston, then you could be Beverly Hills, Miami, New York, Houston Housewives, and Andy's happy, and if we can spin this right, we could use it against Jennifer to get you a better contract for next time you sign with Sirius. Think of it, man.
Smart.
Money, money, money.
Leverage.
Later.
Leverage. Real Housewives franchise. And let's see, what else with that? Any other comments on that? God, I never saw so many comments. The Andy Cohen thing really is a big deal with our... Oh, one listener felt Andy was being disrespectful by even suggesting Beth appear on the show, and they left an angry voicemail. Yeah, that's how I feel.
Hey, Jack Myrtle Beach here. Andy Cohen, does he fucking understand who Howard Stern is? How dare he come in there? He thinks he's fucking king shit.
Yeah,
Howard gets a kick out of it, but I'm telling you, it pisses a lot, or at least it pisses me off, that he comes in here and he treats Howard like that and thinks he's going to throw out a fucking olive branch to freaking Beth and Howard's going to come back and get on that goddamn show. Are you shitting me? He needs to stop. And fuck Marianne.
Yeah. Anyway, a lot of Lady Gaga hype for sure. Everyone's excited. I've heard from a lot of the little monsters who are a buzz. Bzzz. I'm the woman who cried on the air 5 years ago for Lady Gaga. You both are my favorite entertainers in the world. I only fangirl like this for two of you because you both make me feel a real connection with my deceased parents. Please let me get on the air with Gaga. Love you. I'll be waking up at 4 a.m. Denver time to call in. Don't care if I have to be on hold for 3 hours. Peace and love, peace and love. I'm watching your interview with Gaga from 2016. I've only ever listened to it, and this is so... I've only ever listened to it, and this is so special to see this. Oh, I see. I am beyond excited that she's finally coming back on. She's my guardian angel on earth. I love you both. Please ask Gaga about recording one of the most beautiful songs with the Stones, Sweet Sound of Heaven. That is a beautiful song.
That is a beautiful song, yeah.
Yeah, I know when I had Andrew Watt on, he was talking about how that all came about, but it would be interesting to talk to Lady Gaga. I've got plenty to ask her.
That gave me chills just now listening.
Yeah, no, she can sing her ass off. Let's see what else. Oh. One of the producers of one of my new favorite shows, Paradise. That is a great show. Jesse Rosenthal wrote me a nice note thanking Ronnie and I for this shouting out of the show. Ronnie and I. Thanking Ronnie and me.
Me.
Yeah. My crack staff did not go to Harvard, that's for sure. Ronnie and I. Who wrote that? I have to fire a few people around here once in a while. Everyone's
Is that
getting
going
a
to make
little.
them better at English? English is getting worse and worse. It's slaughtered every day on
Maybe
TV and elsewhere.
Maybe they want me to sound like the rest of America. They want me
Yeah.
to be like a smug, like keeping it real, learn all that English. Oh, a lot of people writing in about phony phone call paradise shutting down. Fans wrote in their remembrances now that we've announced Blog Talk officially shut down. Yeah, if you remember last week, I did a whole rap on this great place where they have these live, podcasts where you can take phone calls, and we make 99% of our phony phone calls there, and they shut it down. Howard, I can't believe we got to hear more Live with Kathy and the Angry Political Guy in 2025. Rocky Pendergast and the phony phone calls where the entire family shits on air are my favorite phony phone calls ever. Rest in peace, Blog Radio. Howard, thank you for reminding me of the Rocky Pendergast calls. Can we bring him back somehow, even without Kathy? Maybe, but it just works really well with Kathy.
Yeah, it's not the same. Not the same.
Howard, please play more calls that you made to Blog Talk over the years. All right.
We'll have to have a special.
Yeah, I could play. Here's one that I picked out for you. So we once found a Southern current affairs show with a host who sounded like she smoked 10 packs a day. And Chris Wilding developed an impression of her and called in saying she was imitating him. That was a good one. Here you go. Just in remembrance of Blog Talk Radio.
And I'm still trying to unpack. I left the lights on the car, and the car died, so I had to find somebody to come jump it.
There is a caller. Welcome to the show. May I ask who's calling?
Yeah, I got a fucking bone to pick with y'all. That fucking co-host of yours keeps imitating my voice.
Paula? Oh, no, I don't think Paula's doing that.
No. Well, there she goes again. Guess you think you're real fucking funny, don't you?
Dude, damn,
I'm a
dude.
ma'am, a lady. What do I have to do, slap my fucking cunt lips up against the phone to prove it to you?
Oh, my God.
You hear that? That's my fucking snack.
Oh, my.
My voice is my voice. I can't change it. You know, it just keeps getting lower and lower the more cigarettes I suck. Oh, shit. Now my cunt's all chafed from knocking it against the fucking phone.
Wow.
Fuck. They're going to have to ask to their maker at some point in their life, just like we all will.
Absolutely, Paula.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now my console chafed. Oh, my God. That's so great. What do I have to do? Smack my cunt lips up against this phone in order to prove I'm a woman?
I'm a lady.
I'm going to miss that Blog Talk Radio because it's so great. I mean, these podcasts can't take live phone calls. It's the only place we can call anymore and get right through. Shit. We're fucked. I wish Sirius would buy that just so we could.
What are the guys who do the phony phone calls doing back there? Are they devastated?
Yeah.
Or have
Honestly,
they found new resources? What's going on?
They're always looking for new resources. I mean, but yeah, there is a sort of a sense of despair about losing this place because what we would do is just keep it on all day. And as soon as they open up the phones, you just go on and make phony phone calls. Hey, my cunt lips. What do I got to do? Smack my cunt lips up against this thing?
Dude, I'm a lady. Gotta
Dude.
slap my cunt lips on this phone.
I'm not imitating you. That's what I get from sucking on these cigarettes. Classic. And Blog Talk had a show for everything. There was a show for chicken farmers called The Chicken Whisperer.
Wow. Talk
there
about
was a
niche. Niche recordings.
Yeah. I mean, like literally, it didn't matter. Nobody cared. There was a show for people with brain injuries called Brain Injury Radio, but it was not a joke.
Wow.
Yeah. There was we found a psychic show that was co-hosted by the ghost of a lady's dead husband named Jerry. So this woman would get on, oh, my husband's here with us, Jerry.
And
then
who
we
was
called
being Jerry? Could you hear Jerry?
No, like she's channeling Jerry. But anyway, we
she's
called
talking for Jerry. Okay.
Since you wanted some more clips, here this is pretty good. We called this lady with drops of Dr. Phil. And It's pretty good. You want to hear that?
Jerry is here with us tonight. And those that you don't know, Jerry's my spirit husband, passed in 2010. Yep, he wants me to go ahead and take another call here. Hello, Tennessee.
Are you willing to tell me the truth?
Absolutely.
Did you start using heroin and meth?
Did I start using heroin and meth?
Well, you either did or you didn't.
No, absolutely not. I've never used heroin or meth.
How is that possible?
My husband Jerry's just laughing, and forgive me for this, but Jerry, it's not me speaking, but Jerry said he's an asshole.
Yeah, the ghost said he's an asshole.
Don't be offended by me. It's Jerry saying you're an asshole.
I don't know how this website went out of business. I mean, listen to these shows. They're fabulous. Especially when we called in. You want one more? I'll give you one last one.
Sure.
So we loved calling shows with our disabled computer family characters. You know, this is where, well, you know what it is. They all spoke through those text-to-speech computers. So we called a conservative show and told the host our disabled wife was having an affair with another disabled man. And then the two disabled men started having a physical altercation on the phone. And it's so great because, you know, who are you going to call with these kind of setups? It's crazy.
Why don't you come down here and say that to my face?
You guys aren't going to start fighting with each
Stop
other,
it,
are you?
both of you.
I'm using the electric stair lift. All right, guys. We don't want to be fighting each other.
Just try it, fuck boy.
Here I come, motherfucker.
Come at me, bitch.
All right. Fuck you. I guess he's getting on the stair lifter. Here I come.
Stop it. Stop it, you idiot.
Well, here I am. You are so fucked.
Just try me, bitch.
Guys, no fight. Activating extender arm.
What the fuck?
Attack.
Ow.
Attack.
Ouchie.
Are you hitting him? Who's
What
hitting
the
who?
fuck? You're like a crippled James Bond.
What are you guys doing? You're both in wheelchairs. Activate colostomy bag evacuation.
What?
I hope you like the taste of my shit.
No.
Oh, no.
Stop.
Guys.
Dear fuck.
Stop the
He
fight.
just dumped his
Guys.
shit bag on me.
My piss, too. Ha, 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 ha. Oh, boy. That's assault.
I can taste his feces.
Ha, ha, ha,
Jesus
ha.
Christ.
That is the worst kind of assault ever.
Yeah, that was a big fight we staged. And by the way, there's a 6.5 minute cut of that call, if anybody ever wants to hear it.
They
two disabled
they
guys.
hung in there with
Yep.
the afflicted family.
Yeah, we cut it down for purposes of like, we want people to listen. But there is a 6.5 minute cut. And by the way, that's probably why they went out of business. If you were the host on that, why would you break the fight up? Like, you want to hear two disabled guys fighting on your show. That's good radio.
Well, there were some calls you played last week. I was like, this is the most entertaining thing that probably happened that day on blog, whatever it was called.
Yeah.
And they were always trying to get off the phone.
A lot of people were also trying to ruin my love of Tupperware. I was describing how Beth and I argue about whether it's better to store food in Tupperware or saran wrap, and that activated the audience. I should say the audience of experts who think we shouldn't be using plastic at all. With regard to the discussion in plastic Tupperware, I have one word, microplastics. We made the switch to glass containers a long time ago. Glass is much easier to clean and can reheat in microwaves and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know. Okay. What do you want from me?
But you're still using Tupperware.
Yeah, well, not Tupperware. I use some other product.
Well, something rubber or plastic.
Yeah. Tupperware is like, I'm furious with Tupperware. I mean, Tupperware should have been the dominant guy in the market. They started the whole thing, and yet they just went down fighting. We are not selling Tupperware in stores. We will stick to our business plan and only have Tupperware parties. And, of course, now there's no Tupperware. So, I mean, the CEO, he should be ashamed. You got to roll with the time.
Did they ever go to glass? Because everybody else has also, they have their plastic offerings and they have glass offerings.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think Tupperware is around. I think Tupperware.
I'm just wondering if they tried to keep up or they just,
I don't know. Tupperware thought they were Apple computers, like, no way we'll ever go out of business. We're the originals. And by the way, I think Apple's got to also remember they're not infallible. I mean, they got to fix Siri. It's really weak.
Apple has a lot of problems. Apple is not seen as an innovator anymore. Like they have slept on AI. They're dragging their feet. They tried this. They, at one point said they were going to make a computer car, like an electric car. They were going to get into that. And then they scrapped that. So a lot of people are saying, wait a minute. Where's the innovation here? What's going on over at Apple? Are they innovators or are they like a legacy company now? And all they're going to do is repeat themselves over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for something cool to happen to my phone. I got the new phone. And, I'm waiting for that download where, I mean, Ralph passed away a year ago, and I haven't seen anything new that he'd be, quelling over.
No. He'd be complaining about what's happening.
Howard, you shouldn't be using plastic Tupperware, particularly for hot foods. They're one of the biggest culprits of microplastics that enter our bodies. Yeah, I got to figure if that's the case, I'm doomed because my mom got me into Tupperware since I'm like a little kid. Also, don't put plastic Tupperware in the dishwasher. My wife insists on putting it in the dishwasher. The heat degrades the plastic, which increases the chances of microplastics entering our systems. Yeah.
You guys are doing everything
wrong. Everything wrong. And I said, please do not put my Tupperware in the fucking dishwasher. I say it. She will not listen to me. She goes, stop it. I'm not going to sit here and wash it out. I said, I'll wash it out. I want to wash it by hand. Just put it in the dishwasher.
You better throw that away since you've already degraded it.
And by the way, none of the tops fit on anymore. She keeps putting them in.
And you probably lost a lot of the tops. Some of you can't even. You don't have a top for that container.
When I put the food in and I put the container on, now water pours out because water is. Don't ask what's going on with my shit. A lot of people jumping on Robin about. She told me not to eat fruit. And you really took a big hit in the email, Robin.
Look, people don't know that fruit has been adulterated, okay? That is not the fruit the caveman ate. It's been genetically altered so that it's sweeter and has less nutrition, and it's not ripened on the vine. There's so many problems with fruit, and people don't know because they've been told over and over again that fruit is healthy.
Robin.
Do not comfort eat as the seasons change.
All right, well, here's some of the email. Before you start arguing, listen to the argument.
Well, I know they don't know what they're talking about.
Well, I'll tell you what, get ready. The pro-fruit lobby is coming for you. Robin is wrong. She's making me crazy. Fruit is the best food one can eat. It has macro and micronutrient. It has macro and micronutrient fiber. All the calories are good for you, and it's very low-calorie food. Even your ice cream. If you're worried about the sugar, eat greens with your fruit. Robin is 100% wrong. Combining carbs with other types of food is recommended, not a mistake, as she said. Registered dietitians with degrees in training, unlike Robin with expired nursing credentials.
Registered dietitians who've been telling you about the food pyramid are lying to you.
Robin.
I have the PhD in nutrition. I never said that. How'd you make that?
That must have been AI. It was a little too hard to take anything that Robin was saying about food too seriously when she's calling fructose fructose. There you go.
Fructose. Whatever. You know what I meant.
Robin needs to zip it. She is so wrong about nutrition. There is nothing wrong with fruit. It's the added sugar you need to stay away from. Plain yogurt or cottage cheese with some pineapple is an excellent dessert. What does Robin know anyway? She doesn't eat. There you go.
Robin Quivers.
Eating vegetables may be good for the mind and the body.
Absolutely, Robin. Well, okay.